Loingo o Penyamina lo tama o nefenlu tina o tanya whato sanga unga Fa'aSamoa within the primary school.
Discovered a lot of children in New Zealand are growing up now born here and not being able to speak Samoan, and a lot of the community was starting to be concerned that the language was being lost, and we thought the best way to start would be with preschool children. And so a group of community leaders and interested parents got together and talked about it and gradually formed a committee, and we approached the resource centre and they offered us a room and we started.
Sarah is getting ready to attend Aonga Fa'aSamoa, the bilingual kindergarten at Herne Bay. Sarah's mother accompanies him 5 days a week and helps run the place. Sarah's brother and 2 sisters understand Samoan, but their father doesn't think it's enough.
Nick, how many children have you got?
I got 40 children, 2 girls and 2 boys.
And they speak Samoan?
Yeah, they speak Samoan at home.
And why are you sending this little one to?
Well, we want not to lose our identity in our own culture and tradition. So we want to stick in our own, life and culture. So I don't want to, to lose our time of being at the family in our own tradition.
Do you want them to go back to Samoa?
Well, yeah. The eldest ones have been to the island, and they are really happy over there. So as the family over there, glad to meet them because they can speak and understand each other,
So it's better to speak Samoan when you go back and make life easier.
Well, it's the best of all, That's what I reckon. Because most of the people now are losing their own culture and also the language, When we come over here in New Zealand, we're trying to cope along with the New Zealand life, which is really hard.
And how long have you been here?
Well, we've been here for 15 years. And it's really nice here in New Zealand,
Dan Taouma also picks up the children in her van every morning.
How are you financed?
Well, that has been a problem. Originally, we approached the Olanga Society, which was an educational community initiative scheme that was set up by the National Party. And the Olanga Society gave us a grant, and we were able to buy equipment and set up that way. With wages, the VOTP paid our teachers for the first year, and since then we've been scrambling for money ever since.
As a parent who's married to Samoan, what is in it for you and your children?
Well, it's to give our children an identity with the Samoan culture that they tend to lose over here in New Zealand. I just want my children to be able to be strong in both cultures and to know both cultures well. And being brought up in New Zealand, they tend to know one culture and not so much the Samoan side. So for me, I want my children to be able to be comfortable in both languages and both cultures.
An ex-school teacher from Samoa, Teresa Vangana, nurtures these children as if they were her own. She's one of the many Pacific Island teachers who are redundant in the teaching profession because their qualifications don't measure up to the New Zealand standard. Teresa teaches these children in Samoan but reverts to English when necessary. Teresa knows the value of language. To her, communication at any level is vital.
It's so important because it's good to communicate with the grandparents and to know their own language, to understand their culture and just to keep their identity, I think.
Would that not affect their education?
Don't think so, because I have kids, so they can speak Samoan too. But most of the time they couldn't speak Samoan to me, and I said, why don't you speak in Samoan to me? And they said, because you can understand when we are talking in English, but we only speak Samoan to our grandparents, grandma and grandpa, because they couldn't know how to speak English.
Books are the most valuable asset for children, but they're difficult to obtain.
Well, there was some equipment here because the room we're using was originally a kindergarten. It had been used as a kindergarten, and they did have some, we were very lucky in that they had some material we could use. But other than that, we've had to go out and buy from the Kindergarten Association and the Child Care Association. And with books, it was a real problem because we didn't have any printed material. The material that is printed in Samoan is very boring and not very interesting for preschool children. So we've chosen books that the children can enjoy the stories from and the teachers can easily translate into Samoan and that the children can enjoy.
Jan, what about equipments for playing? Where do you get those from?
Well, we have very limited outside equipment, but the play equipment we've bought from the Child Care Association and the Kindergarten Association and what has been donated from parents.
When these children turn 5, where will they go? There's no general scheme as yet that flows into the primary schools, but there is a special bilingual class starting in this school, Richmond Road Primary, where there are 2 Samoan teachers who will teach in both languages.
Years on, we're now relocated at Richmond Road Primary School so that we can transition into the Samoan bilingual unit in the school, have that language continuance for children.
The children usually go up there and familiar with the big children up there. By the time they're ready to go to school, it's really easy for them. So there's no more scared, no crying, and that's a really good thing for the parents.
We're one of 6 centres of innovation in New Zealand. We have got 8 diploma of teacher trained staff, 5 of whom are doing their higher diplomas of training. It's just so exciting and really exciting to see the way the staff have developed and the different resources, different approaches to learning that we have now.
Vaingo tamaiti, fia vaia e tamaiti, ia wapea o la te Italia tali ni sa whai o vaingo tamaiti. Vaia o la iti lea o matutua. Ia lea ai, whaasolo manuia lava lea o ngai mea uma. O te lea le swinga. Te lea le swinga lea o ngai taimina amata mai ai. Ia a o ina o tamaiti ma. O te le fo I malea o nga wa maua ia te au ile taimi te le na le nga alua ile a onga masau whainga luenga matamaiti so o le
Le ngalului matamaiti pe ole ngalui nga fia na ya soma ile vainga tamaiti laiti.
Their centre was one of the first licensed in this country, the Pacific Island Language Nest, as it was then. Now they're the first to receive and be rewarded on behalf of New Zealand Childcare Association Quality Register status. I just think that that's a real major plus. Congratulations, the three of you.
Ia mau te fia lava na o ina le ngana Samoa il matua onga ia whapea fo ia le anga nuu ele na o le ngana Samoa ia whapea fo ia le anga nuu o ina ai.
It's a great benchmark for Pacific Island early childhood centres in New Zealand because we know now that we've been measured against national standards and we've come out well.
Ia ole taimina o amatai. Sa leaini mea fo sa iai masini whaona pōnei pe computer ma suenga whaanga ili suenga tamai. Ai li taimi nei, wa tele mea fo, tele suinga, wa ilo e tamaiti na whaanga le computer, le masini wha pe ona iai nei, wha iai la tonga luenga, ea wa ilo fo i whaanga le kema le me pueata, e puei la toata au whai la tonga luenga.
They learn maths, they learn to picture the word with a picture, put the word together with a picture. They learn their colours, they learn shapes, and they learn how to read. Yeah. We reinforce it, you know, by using Samoan. We have to encourage the children. So if it's a red ball, yeah, ole bolo lanu mumu, yeah. The parents really appreciate it, and when they come in here to pick up their kids, you know, they're really surprised at some of the things that the children can do on the computers because they don't have computers at home.
Ole ngaralue whaatasi, ma le fia e o mai whaatasi ngalue matamaiti.
Māia fia fo iei, māia le environment, ia māia fo ile. Pia o ma Fa'aSamoa fia ine.
Fia e o atu whawhiloa i mātou tae au. E fia fo i le Fa'aSamoa, ma ta fia ma ngā lua whaatasi. Ia ele ngata fo naole, le tele fo i o mea ai la po ai mātou.
O aso umalava o le vai aso. Ese umalama me ai tamaiti fai. Ese me ai o le asonga fua, aso lua, si taula le asfalaile. Morning tea ma le lunch. Ato ai ma le afternoon tea.
O te whaonga ina le ngana Samoa, tautala i tamaiti. O te fia fo i le whaingawenga whatasi mai si Fa'aSamoa. E mate ngā lue whatasi.
Another new initiative for the Aonga is a weekly program on Radio Samoa. The Ministry of Education appointed the Aonga to promote early childhood education to the wider community.
Very positive feedback from especially the parents and the preschools. They're enjoying the program that we're running on the radio, and also very positive feedback from the Ministry of Education.
We're part of a research study for the Centre of Innovation, looking at transition processes and language continuance for children.
It's really hard to actually put into words just what it is that makes our centre unique. But this research will hopefully document that and provide validation for our unique Samoan pedagogies.
We were so excited about the things that we found out about the research itself and the things that we wanted to tell everyone. So we built this website to disseminate that information and also to communicate with wider communities of learners, of academics that are involved in research that the Aonga participates in, and also to provide access to information for a generation of parents who are very computer savvy and that have the equipment and the know-how to get into the website and to get the information.
Historically, Wales, we've always had very formal education, like other parts of the UK. And one thing I was really attracted to in the Te Whareiki model was the idea of a child-centred education. And I was particularly interested to see how that might impact on different cultures within New Zealand. So I was very excited when I had the opportunity to come and visit this centre of innovation, this centre of excellence for young Samoan people.
With language continuance, you can carry on learning the bilingual aspect of it throughout primary school and even secondary school and tertiary educations now are offering Samoan language and culture as part of the curriculum. And so it's something that we can continue right on through. And I mean, we started him here when he was 10 months old, so from when he's first learning language, he's exposed to Samoan language.
My older two children are graduates of Fa'aSamoa, and they're teenagers now. The foundation of confidence, self-esteem, being confident about being learners, that was established through Fa'aSamoa. I have a little one there now, and the confidence and the self-esteem, his excitement about learning, it's all there.
I've thought about the price that my generation has paid by being assimilated and being successful, whatever that means. And if the price we've paid is for just one generation, then it's a really small price to have paid, because my children are now onga, they're now learning, speaking, breathing, thinking Samoan. We have this wonderful blessing of having roots in two wonderful, free, democratic countries, and I think we don't always remember how blessed we are.
Yeah, those are some of the wonderful changes that have come over our long journey of 20 years.